Yo, 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 what it do? What it do? It's your boy Demo the Don, aka God Demo. Back in the house again, back in the stand again, doing what I do the best, doing what I do the most. Keep it real. And do I care how you feel? You know I don't care how you feel. Why should I care how you feel? Because of what? Man, look, the sad part about it uh, is females more masculine than these men out here. Straight up. Nigga, you know you're not supposed to be jealous about another man. Period, right? I mean, period. That is not a masculine trait. Period. So really, I'm not gonna lie. I come on her for this one. This is a cap. This is a big ass cap. Cause yesterday was embarrassing. As a black melanated person, it was embarrassing. Okay, so I go on this live, mostly black people. Now we got a white guy in there too. I think a white guy. Maybe he might be black. I don't know. He's proper though. He's a proper guy. But all of them turned bitch. All of them. It was sad. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why black people fail so much because we can't support each other correctly for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like when someone says, "I have this idea," or "I have this," or "I have this achievement," or "I'm bringing this to the table," you got to put in what you're doing, as if what you're doing overshadows what they're doing automatically because you're doing it. Shut up. You gotta excuse me. Look, the fall sucks for me. You know what I'm saying? And I told you I got nerve problems, so I got boogies. Like I'm talking my nose is fucked up. I mean, it's bad. I know that. Look. I'm trying to hold back the tears for you. I'm just look. I told you I keep it real. I don't care how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Because the simple fact of the matter is, your petty judgments mean nothing to me. Because all you see is surface value, face value, and pretty much no actual value. So, got what you say. Anyway, but so I got hit in the face with a bat when I was younger. So my nostril is like halfway closed, one of them. And so trying to push something hard as a rock out that motherfucker. You know what happens? Split. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. So anyway, but I can deal with pain. Can you? See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of you punk bitches can't deal with pain. I'm talking men, males, should I say? Because you ain't no man. You're not responsible. You can't even hold your damn tongue. So, like I was saying, so I won't, and so like I said, this is a cap. So, Grandmaster, I will. That's what they call you. I will never acknowledge you as a Grandmaster. I barely acknowledge you as a man. Okay, and after yesterday, you done. You got that award. You got that award. So, from me to you, you have a new name. Straight up. And a bunch of them, actually. You got a bunch of new names. Straight up. Because, you deserve them awards. So, because I'm explaining this to you now. So, I'm in there with a couple of people and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And I explained one of my reforms. And I know this reform is awesome. It is awesome. Anybody who would think about what I was saying about this reform would be intrigued and inspired to want that. You know what I'm saying? So, black people, right? So, I did this. I've tried it in people's faces. I've tried it. You know what I'm saying? I did it. Like I said, I did it over the video, but too many people didn't take into it because of your jealousy and your bitch madeness. You know what I'm saying? And you know how y'all is. You know what I'm saying? So what? I could do something too. I could do something too. Bitch, me. That's my vein. That vanity, boy. I'm trying to tell y'all that vanity will kick your ass. That will be speaking out of your mouth all the time. Your vanity. So, you know what I'm saying? So I explained reform And as I'm trying to explain it, I got a few people black people, men, jumping in to tell me what they think, feel, believe, and guess about how I should deal with my reform. Giving me suggestions about something that I'm delivering to them. My service is something that I'm providing, an idea of mine, and you're trying to put your 2 cents in it. So I'm just like, this is stuff I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff I'm preaching about. And, I talked to the host. I'm like, host, you watching any videos? Well, I watch one. How long I've been dealing with you? And you watch one video? All these videos on the one platform that I be on with you, and then all the videos on the other platform, and you watch one video. But you want me to buy your book. And your book is about gangsterism, right? And that ain't gangsterism, ma'am. That's just hip hop culture. That's it. Gangster rap culture. That's it. That's not gangsterism. Gangsterism is those signs, those flags, those colors. That's gangsterism. Lit is gangsterism. Code is gangsterism. Rules, laws is gangsterism. Okay. Because I just read the preview, you know what I'm saying? They give you a little preview of the book or whatever, and I was like, I'm leaving it alone. Didn't Lord Jesus say, forgive them for they know not what they do? I'm trying. But you need to know what the fuck you're doing. So you can stop fucking doing it. Okay? So like I said, these bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? So the one nigga interrupts every other, you know what I'm saying, word or sentence or something. First he was just listening because everybody else was listening. But he couldn't hold his fucking tongue for shit. Because he a bitch, right? So you just blah, 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 blah. Suggestion. And I'm like, nigga, I'm not asking you for no goddamn suggestion. I'm asking you what you think about the idea, period. Fuck. So, after I get through, the white black guy or black white guy or whoever he is, he got, nigga, your name does not add up to who you are. That's why I'm like, what's in the name? And even though you were given a name at birth, that is your government name. That is your given name from your parents. Who you are has a different name, right? That's why they come up with these nicknames and stuff. Stupid. So, that's what I'm saying, man. You all have problems, like a motherfucker. So, the one guy, like I'm going on him. He gets on there, and he's just like, fuck your idea. My stuff is better. I'm trying to build a community. And I'm like, you don't understand. I'm on a grander scale. You're trying to build a small community of what what I'm doing. And it's not even all the way put together. I came up with the elaborate, exclusive, elusive plan to better education system. You know what I'm saying? The whole system. Not just one school, which is why I'm saying this part. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get to that part. You'll understand that part later. Why I'm saying that part. I'm not saying one school. I'm saying the entire system. Period. I'm on a grander scale. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't believe, y'all don't understand. The scale that you're on is down here. You can't get the bigger picture, right? So the picture that you see is on a smaller scale. Right. You never got the bigger picture. And the sad part about it is the bigger picture is simple. Us. We. Together. That's the bigger picture. Who knew? And literally speaking, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? No, I know what's wrong with you. I just want you to understand what's wrong with you. So, literally speaking, what is wrong with you? But like I said, that bitch in y'all got y'all like that. What? What? Just give a fuck. Look at your soft voice. Look at your soft ass behavior, bitch. Fuck. What you talking about? The tone of my voice is soft because your bitch ass can't take actual authoritative voice. You're weak and soft and pathetic and can't take words. You can't even take a tone. Bitches. Weak, soft. So, dude, he come on there. He's supposed to be so smart and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, "Fuck, what he talking? What mom talking is better." And I'm just like, this is why we can't get nowhere. This is exactly why we can't get no fucking where. And then nobody's, supporting me to say, hey, this is a good idea. Why are you trying to excuse his idea to throw out your idea as if your idea is that much more on a grander scale than he is, even though his is on a grander scale already, and you're trying to talk on a smaller scale. Right. So that's just, now the black ladies didn't say too much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was like 3 black ladies and only one said it's a good idea. One. The other 2 said nothing. Nothing. Ungrateful bitches, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ungrateful bitches. And y'all, I want me some nanny. For what? From these ungrateful bitches. So if you see, that's why I'm like, I don't stick mine in anything. Because if I mess around and get a child out this bitch, she, as ungrateful as she is to me, is as ungrateful she'll be to that child. Do it like I'm an irresponsible parent. So I have to be responsible with my privates and my private personal effects. That's what it means to be a man. To respect your privates and your private personal effect. Bitches. With your 2-cent expectation check trying to give a suggestion every damn time somebody got something to say to your bitch ass. So let's get on to bitch made who say. You know what I'm saying? Fuck his name. Fuck him. It's a bitch. You and Smooth. Call him Doctor. Dr. Dick Rider. Dr. Bitch Made. Fuck right here. Weak ass niggas, man. And I'm going direct with it, ain't I? Does it seem like I'm trying to go around about definition of shit like y'all got with Webster's definition? And look, this thing with Google. Do you not understand Google? So Google is the compilation of everybody's thoughts and ideas. So it's going to go off the majority. That's not conclusive. That's just what the majority thinks. Here's your sign. Think, you stupid mother. Ooh, consideration is not a disease. You know that? Respect is not a threat. Do you know that? No. Do you know that? Because if you know that, you behave like you know it. You don't behave like you know it, though. That's why it's so different from every other planet from this one. Because every other planet understands things like that. Why you don't? Literally speaking. Because I know why. Because your stupid ass is still trying to go off the lies of the church. The enemy of your deity of choice for most of you. Didn't he go against these people? So if he went against these people, why are you listening to them talk about him as if they know him, as if they're with him, as if they're on the same page as him, if they have the same agenda, they have the same goals? So what they use his name. Are they teaching you anything about that actual religion, the path, the laws, the anything? All they're saying is that person loves you. and a bunch of amen and hallelujah and give you a random gossip story, right? Think what the fuck you listening to, stupid motherfuckers. So, who say? Bitch made. So I've been dealing with him for a very long time, actually. And that's what I've been trying to get to his all his cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling his cheerleaders, you know what I'm saying? Because, weak people can't stand alone. Straight up. Weak people cannot stand alone. And so he has to have cheerleaders when he comes on. And I noticed this, like every time he comes on to somebody's page, if one of his cheerleaders aren't already there, he's not coming there. Because he needs that back. He needs help. Straight up. Now, there's no help for me on this planet because you don't know how to be supportive to real, to truth, to something positive, to something good, to something that's, worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? So it's bad out here in this world because nobody gives a fuck. Did I make myself clear? Okay. So, and that's a whole nother thing, man. Y'all never make yourself clear. You never actually say what you mean and mean what you say. You always taking things lightly and jokingly. That's what I'm like. You always got some dumb disrespectful joke. That's why I don't fuck with who say. Cause every time this bitch made nigga got something slick to say and sly and try to sneak in a diss. Every time. And it's not just towards me. It's anybody who has something to say. Period. Because like I say, I sit back and just watch them do his thing. And I'm like, people listen to you and they take in your advice, which I don't understand why, because he ain't shit. He hasn't made not 1 point yet. I'm still waiting for 1 point. Just one. It's a bunch of roundabout bullshit. That's why I'm like, y'all definition, Webster's definition is a roundabout definition book, okay? You need a conclusive definition book. Now, in between that conclusive and roundabout, something else. You know what I'm saying? And in between the roundabout and the breakdown or the spell out of the definition of that word, which would be the elaborate, right? You know what I'm saying? There's something between that. You know what I'm saying? And then there's the broken language definitions, ebonics. In between that. And then there's slang, which is street terminology. Something in between that. So do you get the whole 15 dictionary situation? So this is what I'm bringing to the table. Who say, what are you bringing to the table? Why are you trying to give me suggestions? Bitch ass nigga. But anyway, so, like I said, we had a long history of, you know what I'm saying, dealing with each other. And most of it is me listening to him be a bitch and him be a bitch to me. Straight up. So this is the story for yesterday, right? So I'm in there and I'm talking my shit, you know what I'm saying? So first I give him my wisdom and everybody loved it. Gave me applause pretty much, you know what I'm saying? They loved it. But I know niggas. They didn't really listen. They just knew that other people would you know what I'm saying, think it was good. And and one person commented and said that's some good stuff. And so the rest of them chimed in. Right. Bitches. That's why I'm like, ladies, these boys, these males are not men. Period. That's why y'all treat them like y'all do. Because y'all mess around, y'all got that pity for these motherfuckers, right? And you forget that you brought that pathetic piece of shit up. He forgot that it was you who gave him the instructions to jump off the porch to be what he's being. That's giving him the confidence to be the person that he is. But baby, I know. See, like I said, I've been a female, so I know how females are. They only gave you enough to step off this porch. Your ass went running. And you left her on the porch while you went running. So when you got lost, because you ain't never stepped out the porch before. So when you were running around the neighborhood, your ass got lost and had to find your way back. Now, depending on your support, you might have found your way back easy. But if you ain't got no support, how long will it take you to get back? That's what I'm saying. These boys, these little girls with wings. You might as well be a tranny. You might as well be a trans, bro. Straight up, because that's what you are. A girl with a wang. You might as well be a trans, bro. Straight up. Because I don't see him like you see him. You see him as was Boyski. I see him as a girl that has that. Straight up. Because ain't that what they pretty much are? And I don't mean pretty much. I mean, ain't that what they are? Straight up. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Petty judgments. Because you're not trying to consider the person. You're just trying to consider the judgment of the person. Weak ass, bitch ass motherfuckers. Who say you a bitch? You are nowhere near a grandmaster, hoe ass nigga. So like I said, I did my thing. So then I was like, let me throw out this reform. And I told them, I said, this is an experiment. Now the host, she's kind of ditzy, because she can't retain information for shit. For shit. And can't read either. It's been plenty of times comments then came up and she's tried to read them. Her reading is poor. So you wrote a book and your reading is poor and you can't retain information. And I'm supposed to buy this book and take in this information about spirituality through gangster music and take it seriously? Got you. I may just because I'm interested. I'm curious. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm a little bit intrigued. Because she's not the only author. Is a 2-author book. That should let you know something right there. She couldn't write it by herself. She had to have help to write it. And a lot of help. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just because come the next time that I interact with these people, it's going to be a different kind of interaction. Because I'm going to expose them. So, this is what Hussein did. You know what I'm saying? And his cheerleaders. So, while I gave my reform, gave the whole thing. Now, he snuck in and was in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Now, I saw him, but I didn't acknowledge him. You know what I'm saying? Because why should I acknowledge you? Like you acknowledge me. You know what I'm saying? Because, people don't realize the type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? But when I came in, I saw him staring at the screen. Like, ooh, this nigga here with a nasty mean mug. Now, this is another day. You know what I'm saying? That this happened. You know what I'm saying? So, it was a nasty meme mug came in one day. He just staring at the screen. Meme. Now, this has happened multiple occasions now. That's what I'm saying. This has happened multiple occasions where he's on the screen. And when I come in, he's stirring mad. Now, when I come in these lives, I immediately like it. You know what I'm saying? Because I want you to know that I'm there and that, I'm active member. I'm supportive, active member. You know what I'm saying? So I like your stuff. But I don't just like it one time. I kind of get it about 200-300 times. So a lot of people don't even realize that a lot of their likes are coming from me because my fingers aren't as slow as yours. I have a quicker response time than all of you. So it's not to be braggart or a boaster. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know because you're stupid and you won't identify this because you're not in consideration of what you're looking at all the time because you only believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. So one of those type of situations. So who's that, right? He sat there and listened to my reform pretty much the whole time, right? So somebody dropped down and he immediately comes up, right? Now, he's not aware that I paid attention to he being in the lobby and been in there. You know what I'm saying? So he comes on, he tries to play dumb. He tries to play dumb. What y'all talking about? Nigga, you know what we talking about. You know I just got to telling these people about. So I go through the ordeal of starting over for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's such a special person. That's what I'm saying. You motherfuckers think y'all special. Where somebody got to start over and tell you spoon feed. That's on that spoon feed shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's go there real quick. So do you understand the spoon feeding shit? The silver spoon feeding? Spoon feeding? Because, yeah. Anyway, so you're sitting around waiting for someone to teach you something, right? I went out and learned it on my own. Did my own studies, did my own experiments. Got the knowledge myself. Nobody taught me. I learned it on my own. Did the studies, did the experiments, got conclusions. Did the theories. Come on now. I did that. Did the dissertations, all of it. I just didn't write it on paper because you people are copycat plagiarist frauds. And you don't understand your leadership and that they're always watching you. And if they see you got some good stuff on paper, they'll take you out and take that. And if you got all of it in great detail, they'll take it from you. He'll take you out and take it. Y'all didn't understand that. Y'all didn't know that. Because you're too stupid, too blind. Because you were always taught to shut your mouth and do as you're told. Right? You ain't got nothing good to say. Don't say nothing at all. But ain't nothing good coming from these people. Pay attention, people. Pay a fucking attention. So, he most definitely heard what I said. You know what I'm saying? And so, he comes in, like I said, plays dumb, and asks me to start over, right? So as I'm starting over, before I even get into it for real, he stops me and start giving suggestions. He didn't ask me about the reform itself. He didn't ask me about any details. He just started straight up just start giving suggestions. Did I ask him for suggestions? He just started giving it. And this is what I'm saying, y'all, black men, bitches. So, and y'all think they're so tough and so great because they bitches. And they was pathetic when you got with them or when you met them. You helped build them up. And their ego went beyond what you admired about them. Admiration is a bitch, ain't it? That's what's crazy about it. Like admiration. When you come to admiration, it can go left real fast. You know what I'm saying? Because people pick up that hero complex. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is the person being saved by the hero, they pick up a woo effect from that hero. So when that person comes around, they just get all bubbly and giddy, and you know what I'm saying? And it's, even though it's not personally intimate, you know what I mean? Sexually. So it's not personally intimate. So, but even though, and however, it's not that way. If that person said drop them, you're going to drop them. That's how much you admire that person. You know what I'm saying? But admiration can go left real fast and turn to envy. And envy itself is not bad, but too much envy creates jealousy. And jealousy starts speaking immediately. Immediately. Jealousy can never hold their tongue. Never. Okay? So when a person is talking and a person just immediately has to interrupt, jealousy is speaking. So I know this. These are things that I know, that I'm teaching you, and that you have to learn and accept, because that's the whole thing. You got to accept the truth first, right? And then you learn from it. And then once you learn from it, you gain wisdom through experience from dealing with it. Life, right? Complicated thing. So, after he gives his suggestions, he ends up leaving. And after he leaves, the one guy who wanted to shadow what I was doing did it again. Did it again. Fuck what he talking. What my community is way more important. Blah 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 blah. My community. The other guy who interrupted, during the speech, took what I said and tried to flip it to make his own. Right in my face. Right in my face. Copycat, plagiarist, frauds. I'm trying to get you to be aware of these people that you admire. Why do you admire them? And how pathetic were they in the first place before they became something to admire? Now, anybody who knows me, I only had really one thing that kind of seemed like it was pathetic on me. But I've changed that. I fixed that. Hey, man. Evolution is innovative. For real. And there are things in this world and other worlds that could help you if you took time out to learn. You know what I'm saying? So when I say black man, you a bitch. You a bitch. Straight up. This is why we failing. Because you got too many bands out there who's pretending to be men. And because most ladies are attracted to themselves, right? So the bitch in them, they like the bitch in you. Y'all like twin sisters. Straight up. That's what a lot of that is. And I don't care about your 2-cent expectation check, about your ill-gotten observations that you only saw half of. And then you can't really describe what you're looking at because your vocabulary sucks. You probably don't even know colors like that, right? You know colors like crayons and shit. Like most of you motherfuckers don't even know colors like that. You don't know symbols, you don't know colors, you don't know numbers, you don't know letters, you don't know shit. But you talk a lot. What does it sound like to you? Like a bitch? Always jumping in the way, always got something to say, always, interrupting somebody because of what you think, feel, believe, or guess. Your 2-cent expectation check, your opinion that you know nothing about. You're just trying to make a name for yourself because you need attention. Lames. That's what I'm saying. Pay attention to who the fuck you dealing with. For real. Because their behavior speaks volume. For real. Because I'm telling you right now, you have the wrong impression of the situation. For real. And I can't sit here and keep spoon feeding you information. I'm not going to keep doing it. So that's why this information that I'm been given lately is all about you being a bitch. And because I want you to stop it. It's not for you to get offended. It's not for you to get butthurt. It's because did I bend you over? Did I give you that Meriwether Diddy treatment? So why the fuck are you so butthurt? Oh, because your ego is there. And I crushed it. Sorry. You're pathetic, weak, worthless, trash. What can you do? No, like skills. What can you do? So, I love you. We love you. Stop forgetting it. Stop messing over that love. Fighting for image. Somebody gonna get hurt. Peace. Who gonna get hurt in peace? Who gets hurt with peace? Nobody. So why isn't that on your mind as you speak and act with each other? Peace. But your ego's there, right? Your pride is there, right? Why is that? Leads back to where? The lies of the church. Every time. Pay attention. And it's like I say, it's way worse for Muslims. It's way worse for Muslims. And, like I said, with Catholics, they hide what they doing. They sneaky motherfuckers. Bunch of nothing but sneaky motherfuckers. And Jewish people, they have no belief in shit. They don't believe in shit. All they do is question everything. And then even when they find the answer, they still question it. And it could be a bottom line answer, and they'll still question it. It could be fire in their face, and they'll still ask, is that fire hot? So when you're talking about Yaju Judah, then you put Jew in your name. You're a bitch automatically. You're excluded automatically. And your name is Yaju Judah. There's no Christ in Yaju Judah. So why are you saying you're a Christ? Chronos Chaos Christ is on the planet with you right now. I'm Granddaddy Christ. You want some? I got extra. I'll come to you sooner or later. Don't worry about it. All of you. I'll come to you sooner or later. And when I do, I hope you're ready. Because I am ready. Are you right now? So don't you think you need to start getting ready? Because I'm going to fuck you up. Not a gun, not a game, not a joke, not a threat, not even a promise. It's a statement. You paid your phone bill, you paid your electric bill, you paid your water bill. Where's the attention? Oh, everything's a joke and a game to you. You can't take shit serious? Why is that? Because you're pathetic. You don't know what shit mean. Because you can't fucking read. You're illiterate pieces of trash. It's not funny. It's not cute to be that fucking stupid. Inconsideration is the root of all evil. Being thoughtless and careless while you're out here being blissfully ignorant. Knowing that when you know better, you do better. Knowing that knowledge is power. Knowing that knowing is half the battle. But y'all already said, I'm just going to be ignorant. So that's half a battle gone. But you're still trying to win a lost battle. Because if you halfway lost and that person already got that half, you got to catch up to that half in order to be in the race. You ain't even caught up to nothing. Like I said, a bunch of fat kids running around here. Guys, wait up. I can't keep up. That's the problem. You can't keep up. Pathetic motherfuckers out there that's getting in the way of the real because they're bitch made and they got cheerleaders. And they're just as bitch made as they are. They may have one or two real motherfuckers in there with them because they were blinded by their love for that person. And chances are that person is like their nephew, niece, or something, you know what I'm saying? A relative. Or somebody they grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody, some shit like that. It's always that. That's their first cheerleader. And they get more because of that cheerleader. Followers. That's what I'm like. In left turn, these ministers, we're going to put them on the cross. And when they're not being, getting some TNT loving, we're going to give them the eternal flame of hell. And everybody that listened to that stupid shit that they preached and wholeheartedly and fought for that stupidity, when they catch fire, you'll catch fire. And because you praise and worship them like you do, you're going to be on your hands and knees. And anytime you fall, TNT loving. And when they're on fire, you on fire. Left turn. Oh yeah, that's Lord Jesus' heaven. That's what you get for disrespecting his name like you do. Hey man, rewards ain't always something pretty. Sometimes the reward is revenge. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. What's up, Doc? I don't know why y'all feeding them. Don't feed dogs.